Times like these you learn to live again. At times like these you give and give again. At times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again.
All right, so from the conversation with Heinrich, I got the sense that, Praelexis is this kind of place that can also get difficult at times. And then you probably need something in the water, in the air that you smell, and the signs that you see. So, Lizette, what is it like being a Praelexian?
It's your heartbeat. I would say being a Praelexian is like being the heartbeat of Praelexis. It's like you never get enough of being there. There's so much space for you as an individual to grow, to live out your passion, to become a leader, to be your sort of almost your own boss. Because, I don't know if you know, but we don't have managers.
You what?
We don't have managers at all.
Okay.
It is simple because we have self-organizing teams, and we have a team that is like, they take autonomy. They live out their passion. So they don't need a boss to stand here behind you and sort of tell you, you must do this and do that. And we actually live our lives as Praelexians based on 3 values. Only 3, but they are so powerful. It's collaborative learning. I don't know if you have been at our office before, but there are loads and loads of books. And it's not there for show. It is books that people actually studied from. And sometimes I see Pro Ben and some of the guys sitting together with one of those books, or you see somebody running off of, or ask, where's this book? Because I need to solve this problem. And that is truly amazing to sort of see that and make you happy to be there. Our other value is distributed leadership. And that is why we don't have managers. Because we believe that everybody at Praelexis is a leader. Whether you are leading the team, whether you're leading a discussion, whether you're leading a new intern, or even writing a script like this, or leading a team that is writing a proposal for the many people that are sitting down there in the darkness. And then the third value is craftsmanship. And here I actually want to bring in that we sort of like dancers or like musicians. If you do one of those things, it's like there's certain values that are in place, and there are certain systems that you have to follow. Otherwise, people will never sort of get the genre that you are playing or the kind of dance style you are doing if you're not following certain standard ways. And we have actually a standardized way of work. We also, I must mention this because it's very dear to our heart as Praelexians. So having them here, the musicians, is not just because they're very good. It is also, we see music and algorithms as an art. They're going together, they open up your mind, you create something of value. And we had in the past, and we will still have, because COVID, that you are going to tell everybody about soon, post-COVID, we had piano concerts, like 3 to 4 times a year. And we invite all our clients, who's not clients, it's actually family. And we will get like young and upcoming clients, like musicians, like we had a 15-year-old boy play there once. And I think he's studying now somewhere in Europe. Normally we have an art exhibition as well. At one stage we had a very talented guy from Atlantis. And we actually have a painting that we bought from him. We had an exhibition at the piano concert. And you know what? He passed away during COVID. That is so, so sad. And I'm actually trying to get the telephone number of his wife, because I know they should have some more paintings. And by us buying the paintings, we can help them. So what I'm trying to say is we are living our values and what we actually love as Praelexians every day. If you want to get out of bed, all you think about is our why statement. We craft. So craft is one of our values. Responsible AI for sustainable future. So it all goes together. We don't want to leave anything out. I can get very passionate and I can talk forever. Because being a Praelexian, always a Praelexian, I really want to... Sorry, Elmarie. Elmarie left.
And now she's right. No?
Elmarie decided, she was sitting and thinking, but why the hell did I leave? Because Praelexis is in my veins. And she came back. And I know she's going nowhere. She will retire with me.
Right, so it's in the blood. It's a thing that you feel, and you speak about autonomy, you talk about mastery, and you talk about purpose. So it's like an environment where it sounds as if there's like a unique kind of culture, right? And I mean, Andre, apparently people refer to you as Dr. Soul.
No pressure, Elmarie. Anyway, yeah, I call my consultancy be soulful, but I mean, how can this not be soulful if we bring business and arts together? And I'm very passionate about, thinking with people about soulful organizations. I mean, what does that mean? And the story here started in 2015. Johan introduced McEllery to me, die Skinner. And in 2016, McEllery and Vickers and Georgie attended a conference I hosted. We called the conference Shift Happens. With the F, remember the F?
Okay, shift.
And that Monday afternoon, there was about 60 people from organizational teams together thinking about, what should an organization be like in this day and age, and the new sort of organizational consciousness. And McEllery presented that afternoon. He talked about Praelexis, the purpose, the people, the way that they look after each other, the way that they want to also always be connected to the purpose and do business for the right reasons. And that afternoon, I saw a founder that really want to be intentional about the why of the organization and the people of the organization. Then fast forward about a year, he asked me, can we do a first team session? But he said, Andre, please, be careful with the soulful stuff. We don't want to scare people, so be careful. So I entered there. We gathered at Stias at the old library in the Manor House, and about 20 people together. And we did the team session. But then something interesting happened. I was quite nervous, because all these bright people, and we want to be soulful. And I did an intro session to ask people to introduce themselves as if their mother was there, and just what would your mother say about you? And Michael was there, and he said, my mother always say if I enter a room, I'm firstly critical. And Andre, being an extrovert, I said, okay, Michael, so any comment yet? I mean, anything you want to criticize? And he leaned over to me. Michael was 24 at that stage. I was about 40. And he looked at me and said, dude, never use chiller font on a first slide, eh? So he gave me a lecture in slideshows. That was the first step, and I mean, that's where the journey started. So organizational culture is something close to my heart. I mean, Seth Godin said, culture is like the wind. You can't see it, but you can feel it against your skin. I think we thought about rhythms in this organization and other organizations to sort of nudge culture, the invisible culture. What do we want? How do we want to see it? And we created rhythms like Soulful Fridays, Praelexis culture conversations, and lunch lotteries, and all sorts. And, with these rhythms, we wanted to just embed relational culture, doing business for the right reasons, seeing people as whole, whole human beings at work, and hopefully build a soulful organization. So then the Praelexis way emerged, which is sort of the slogan to summarize the culture, and is really about, to have purpose beyond profit, to look at people as a whole, to create a workspace of abundance and not scarcity. And to when they make decisions, to make decisions in terms of growth for the right reasons. So in essence, I think they want to create an organization where there's autonomy, people can be autonomous, they trust it, and they come to work and they think, I can be myself, to feed into distributed leadership, creative craftsmanship, and collaborative learning.
So what exactly is Soulful Friday? Is it the Friday where you play jazz, or do you play blues? What do you do on the Soulful Friday?
Well, Gillian, hopefully not blues. Jazz, maybe. I mean, soulful organizations is really about, creating a space where people can collaborate as a sort of a networked organism, being agile, being creative, as I said, to find meaning in the way that you work, and also to bring your whole humanity to work. So maybe it is a bit like jazz. And the Soulful Fridays, we gather in the piano room. So the room where the boardroom table is, there's a big piano there. We gather there as an organization once a quarter on a Friday afternoon. We do music and reflection and things like that. But then actually just talk about, how to embed the core values, how to make sure that the Praelexian experience is good to align with the Praelexis way, and also, what is meaningful about, being a Praelexian. So you can hear it's more being than doing, hey? I mean, but culture's like the wind. So we believe that, and I really believe that, if you attend to the being, then the doing will follow.
Yep.
And then COVID happened.
Okay.
And I was reminded to talk about it. So, obviously the ways, most of you know, the way to do things was challenged, the culture was challenged. They had to sort of adapt to use all the tools that they have to go virtual. And I think through all of this, with the rhythms, organizational rhythms, with, obviously the intention to be here with a good wine, all of that, I actually think that the soul of Praelexis stayed intact. So when the opportunity was there, people came back to stand around whiteboards, solving creative problems or really complex problems in creative ways. And now they happily hybrid. I hope, like most organizations, if there's an opportunity to collaborate, people are there in person. But then, if they need to do a deep dive, then they're at home or behind their headphones, drowning in code.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, just as we were talking about COVID, at some stage when I looked at the word COVID, I said to myself, I'm going to give every letter a name. So COVID became connect with your own vulnerability and become intentional in how you deal with discomfort.
Wow, this guy is soulful. Huh?
I'm deep. And I'm not even working there yet, right?
That's not in the script, eh?
No, it's not in the script. But you were talking about all these guys drowning in code, and I suppose, look at them.
Musicians.
Yeah.
Now, while these techies and Praelexians were drowning in code, us musicians, we were drowning in boredom.
You look lovely when you're bored, by the way.
So we essentially faced the same challenges, adapt or die. And this inevitably leads to innovation. Now, Johann Sebastian Bach was the king of improvisation and innovation. So we also tried to be soulful. So we took the soul of Bach from the Baroque era all the way through to the development of jazz, and we stuffed it into blues music. So I'm not quite sure what Bach would think about this next piece. Maybe he'll be turning in his grave, or maybe he'll give us a smile. Zoals we